How's the pigeons doing, pea party? Well, I wasn't going to breed this year, but I'm just breeding a couple of birds for my mate. And you see old red cock there? I don't know what's happened to him, but he's kind of... something wrong with his left hand wing. He's not broke it, he's not rolled down. This happened a few months ago, this. And he's kind of lost the use of that wing. I don't know what's wrong with it, but you know, he's kind of a bit paralysed there, aren't you, fella? He's eating all right. It's just that wing. It's kind of useless. But anyone knows what it is. And he's bred. He's all right in himself. Other than that. Bred. He's reared a couple of chicks, and that's the latest one. A little reddy brown one. Nice little bird. And she's on another 2 eggs at the moment. So we'll just let him breed, but obviously this happened a couple of months ago and he's not got any better with it. I'm afraid. He might have to go and meet his maker. Which is a shame because he's a nice bird. Hideous problems with Sparrowhawks and Peregrines a month or 2 back. Well, about a month ago. The Peregrine hit me birds when they were flying, hitting the cocks. His attack lasted about 10 or 15 minutes and eventually drove one down to just behind the houses. Took a swipe at it, ripped its tail out, ripped its crop open, ripped its back open. But I managed to get the bird back and he recovered, but he's just not been the same since then. And a couple of days ago he's been flying way above the kit, really nervous, and a couple of days ago he just completely disappeared, so the Peregrine took him anyway. So these are the cocks in this box. I'm just going to let them out. These are all the cocks I've got left. I've actually got rid of a few birds. I'll let these fellas out and see if we're going to have a fly. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on, lad. I know you don't want to go out, but you're going out. They're not flying right well because they've not been out much. It's been very windy here. The last sort of 2 months really, we've had just tons of wind, so I've had to keep the birds in. So because of that, they're not flying at all well. A little bit of wind today, but it's not too bad. Let's try and find them. So they're not flying at all well, they're not kitting well, they're not rolling well. And that's simply because they've been cooped up too long. Obviously when that Peregrine Falcon hit, I kept them in for about 10 days or so, where they were crapping themselves anyway, they didn't want to go out. But that's kind of spooked them, they're really twitchy. And you can see now they're just all over the sky, just scattered everywhere. Well, any bird that comes into them, be it a gull, pigeon, anything, they're just scattering. It's a bugger really. You know, and there's nothing at all you can do about it. And then about 3 weeks ago, I think it was, I had the females out. They were out flying. And I went in my corn shed to get the feed tray ready. I come out and there's a sparrowhawk attacked them. And it's flying off with one of the hens. It just took one of them out the air and flew off with it. Which really pissed me off. It was a good little bird as well. Where are they now? You can't find them. Go on. You see them? I can't. They're here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Rolling rubbish. Only got a couple of birds performing really. The rest are just on standby ready to scatter. I don't know what the answer is really. It kind of takes the fun out of keeping them. You're constantly watching the sky for falcons, peregrines, bloody sparrowhawks, everything, instead of watching your birds, you know. There's a bird there on that chimney. It's like a mealy coloured racing pigeon. He's been hanging around the last couple of days. Must be lost. There they are. You see, they're still pretty scattered and loose. And what was a really good kit has kind of developed into a loose flying mess. There's a few gulls up there today screeching, and that's splitting them up. So they're just jumping at everything. Oh well. I've got birds all over the place. Yeah, there's 2 or 3, there's 4, there's actually 4 flying above the kit. And the rest are in a loose group with the seagulls harassing them. Hey ho. Going too fairly high now. Well, we're back and we've got some on the roof and some flying, still flying round. They've just had a gull chasing them, literally chasing them into the kit. They've gone miles high and pinned out, so it totally scattered them. And this is the last little group now that have kitted back up again. We've got these guys down on the roof. I have got rid of quite a lot of birds this year. Sold a few on, given a few away. I'm just reducing the numbers really, because I've found that the less birds you put up, the less of the attention you get from like the likes of the Sparrowhawk and the Peregrine. You can kind of put about 12 birds up, not as much of a commotion. Well, that's the theory anyway. But in all honesty, these attacks I've been getting, they're kind of ruining these birds. And it's not just me, it's a massive problem in this country, the peregrine falcon. It's a protected bird, as you probably know, but we're not allowed to do anything to protect our birds. We just got to suffer it so it can come in and just take whatever it wants. And there's a few guys in the country who just get absolutely hammered to death by them. And you know, if it continues, then I'll not be keeping rollers much longer. I see no joy in watching the peregrine falcon rip them to pieces and the sparrowhawks attacking them. And predators are on the increase, like sparrowhawks and the peregrine. A massive increase in this country of them. So the legislation needs to be changed. Because these birds have got no defence, none at all. And one guy said to me, he said, don't keep your birds in if the peregrine falcon's about, because they'll learn to avoid it. And the birds you end up with will be the fittest, strongest birds. Well, a load of crap. We obviously don't keep roller pigeons. The only way a roller pigeon is going to escape a peregrine is by diving to the ground as fast as it can. And while it's doing that, it sure ain't rolling, and it sure ain't going to kit. So as soon as a predator appears, these birds just scatter across the sky, and that's the end of the performance then. So I'm just going to wait for these guys to come down now, get them fed. On we guys, eh? Get you fed. Good roller, that bird, excellent roller. That cock there, he's going there this weekend, I think. The guy coming for him. I've got some more birds in this box. These are going this weekend. These fellas in here. There's 5 in this box. And she's a good little bird there. Little tuft on her head. You see a little crest. I don't know what's called. I think she just rubs her head on the bottom of the bee perches. She's kind of like a little Elvis quiff. Got all my hens in here. All my little girls. That one there. She was egg bound last week. And the hens are still laying eggs on the floor. They were just pairing up together. She got egg bound, so it took me about 20 minutes to get the egg out of her. Bathed her in some warm water, held her in some warm water, and I massaged her ass with some olive oil. And over about 10 or 15 minutes, gently managed to just push the egg out without any damage. Now she's covered in olive oil now. She needs some soap on her to get all that oil off. I'll get these lads in. And I'll put the hens out. Right, that's a quick update on what's going on. Catch you on the next video, guys. Bye for now.